Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. I don't know how we're going to take this type of news, but personally, if this news is true, which obviously I've seen around a couple of YouTube content creators make this video, I've seen reports about it, and I've seen a couple of opposition channels make this type of news as well. So it's looking more and more likely that this type of move is going to be happening. But before we do get into today's video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. We're getting closer and closer to 1.5k. We're only 9 subscribers away from 1.5k, so I would really appreciate it if you would go down there and subscribe to the channel. So Leeds United, we all know it's going to be a very busy next couple of weeks, especially when we're playing against Manchester United this week. We've got our upcoming friendlies organised as well. We've got the announcement of the home kit. I mean, that home kit, to me, I think it's fantastic. I mean, I really like it. It's very it's minimalistic, isn't it? I mean, that's the type of style of shirts that I like. I like minimal design on a shirt, and I think that's what it looks nice and clean. So I'm hoping and praying that I can get one. Of course, I'm excited. I mean, I started collecting a lot of Leeds United shirts as well. I mean, I've got one from when I was born in 1997. I've got one from the 1970s. I've got one from the 1980s as well. I've got a couple from last season and a couple of seasons before that as well. So I'm hoping and praying to be able to get one kit per season, or from old Leeds United kits per season. So that'll be something to in a sense invest into. So as you can tell by today's title, Leeds United's star man is more and more likely to leave this window, and that is Wilfried Gnonto. Wilfried Gnonto. So we all know how much of a fantastic player he has been for Leeds United. We all know how fantastic he's played for Italy, but now it's becoming more and more likely that he's going to be going to Everton. We all know Everton are in so much financial trouble, and some fans are questioning, it's like, how are Everton being able to afford these types of players? And it's like I said in my previous video, it's like Everton can buy players only if they sell, because with them being investigated for breaking all these rules, all these financial rules, they're not going to be able to just bring in players all the time without selling anyone. So spending 100 to 200, 300 million pounds on players and not really making that much money back has, in a sense, caused them to be in some sort of financial trouble. But if Onana, I think that's how you say it, goes to Manchester United, he'll be going for around about 50 million, so he'll be able to recoup that money. I know there was talks of Gray linked away from the club as well, so the only way they'll be able to do it is if they manage to in a sense follow a Brighton module, or a blueprint, if you want to say, because it's like bringing players that are cheap, bringing players that are going to be decent in the Premier League, and then sell them for a massive fee. So then that way you're never going to be in that sort of trouble. So if Onana goes to Manchester United, that'd be 50 million pounds, and obviously Leeds United did slap a 40 million pound price tag on Tyler Adams and on Gnonto. So 22 million pound, it does seem a bit steep, doesn't it? But at the same time, Leeds United need to be able to recoup that money. It's like we can't really keep every single player and then bring in 5, 6, 7 championship players, you know. We've got to be able to balance the books. We've got to be able to sell some players. We all know that there's Junior Firpo, he's probably going out on loan. Christensen's going out on loan. Llorente's going out on loan. Mark Rocker's going out on loan. Brendan Aronson's gone out on loan. Robin Koch's gone out on loan. So all these players with huge wages, obviously it helps with the wage bill, and it helps with financial situations, but we can't keep loaning players out, you know. We've got to be able to sell some people at the same time. We all know Jack Harrison was linked away from the club to Everton. Gnonto was linked to Everton. Obviously it's more in advanced talks now, and then obviously Somerville is linked to Ferranoid. So if that happens, I can't really see Leeds United going out and saying, okay, yeah, we can sell another 2 more wingers. So Jack Harrison, if Wilfried Gnonto goes, then I do believe Jack Harrison and Somerville will stay. There is a lot of interest hyping up now from Ferranoid for Somerville, because the rating very much to play for the club. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. And My personal thoughts on it, I'm a little bit disappointed if that happens, because obviously with the likes of James Ward-Prowse, with the likes of Harvey Barnes going for between 40 and 50 million quid, even Lavia from Southampton, they sold him for around about 45 million pounds to up to 50 million pound plus add-ons, you know. So if Leeds United's big assets are not really getting much value, does that where does that put Leeds United in the pecking order? Because obviously, in my opinion, I think wingers are more expensive than centre midfielders. I don't know if it's because Lavia is an English football player, so maybe it's the English tax, I don't know. But at the same time, I feel like Gnonto is a step above Lavia. And if we're only going to be selling for like £22 million, then to me, I think it's a bit of a disappointment. Like, I know we've made a lot of profit on him, so we only brought like £3 million, him only for £3 million, but at the same time, it would be very disappointing to get rid of him. I know he's done really well in the 21s and for Italy and stuff like that, and seeing him in the kit, like being posted everywhere, is like the poster boy of Italy, isn't he now? So I guess we're just gonna have to watch this space. So the only way I think Everton are going to be able to afford Gnonto is by selling, and I don't know whether Onana is going to go to Manchester United or not, but we'll have to wait and see. So that might come about in the next couple of days or the next week or so. So I guess we'll just have to hold on it. I know we've got Dan James, he's come back now. We've got Helder Costa back. So maybe what we could do is we could try and persuade these big players to stay, and then sell on like Dan James, sell on like Helder Costa, sell on a couple of the under 21s, on 23s, or players that didn't really feature in the Premier League last year, sell them on to try and balance the books. But yeah, Gnonto's move is more so in advanced talks now with Everton, so it's looking more and more likely that he's going to be leaving this window. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go off my break now, so if you are new around here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.